month for Minesweeper Online, uh, the championship, which can be various different play styles, ended up being evil no guessing win streak, which I prefer hard no guessing win streak, but this is what I play the most. So I decided to compete it and only play evil games during the championship, and I ended up finishing 14th with a score of 146, a total streak of 184. That does include a mistake, but I believe that some of the other top players, yeah, I'm probably not the only player who has a mistake in their run that ended up being a win anyway. And I believe this because I don't think any player, I don't think any player above me was perfect through the whole uh, time, and I wasn't either because I messed up at the end when I was rushing to try to get a few more in before the deadline, and so did Zuforara, the third place finisher. Also, they they messed up at the very end, right at the October 19th, 11 p.m. on my time zone is when the deadline was. So they also messed up at the very end. So like none of so it's that's very interesting that nobody was perfect. It means I think it's I believe that there. I mean, it's possible there was 1,000 hard or 1,000 evil, right? Because I'm going for specifically 1,000 hard is what I'm going for right now. It's like I really want to hit those, and it's still possible that somebody did that, and I don't know about it, but I think it's very likely that nobody did either of those. Just looking at that and being like, hey, nobody actually went perfect through this. This wasn't like really easy for any of the top players who hit these like really high numbers, right? None of them found it like extremely easy, which is fun. And okay, I feel like I could have done better. I mean, obviously, I'm right behind 11th place. I win three more and I'm 11th place, right? So that's a reason I could. But also, I didn't play as much as I probably could have. Yeah, and I mean, I know I'm gonna be slower than a lot of these other players, right? I know that. I knew that going in, and I was. Comparing my average to the other players. I mean, some of that is I leave games and come back, which hurts my average time, but also just in general, right? I knew I was going to be slower than most of these players, and that did happen. But yeah, so I could have played more, and I got distracted with other things, as you do. But yeah, this ended up being a still a pretty solid performance, even yeah, even with the mistake I made. Well, the two mistakes, the one that didn't hit a mine and then the one at the very end that did. And yeah, so I was not expecting the field to be this strong. I mean, I think it's difficult what when are they going to put NG win streaks on the leaderboard? We need an NG win streaks leaderboard. Come on. They're clearly like some of these players. I think these players, I'm sure some of these players would also like to know where they are on the evil win streak leaderboard, and I would too. Um, yeah, I just overall, not just for this, 3 day plus a few hours span, but just overall in the history of the site, it would be nice to know where I am. But anyway, yeah, all these. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was not expecting like a 354. I was not expecting like I did way better than I expected, and also way worse on the leaderboard than I expected because I did not expect this many. And just yeah, I didn't really think there was as much interest as there was. Which obviously there's more interest in speed, and I know that, but there is more interest really than I thought there was, and more top players than I thought there might be. So that's cool to see. In the same way, it's like, oh, 14th, they could have done better. At the same time, it's like, hey, it's cool that there are so many people that did so low. There's a lot of people who hit 100. There's 32 people who hit 100, right? That's really cool. I like that. And yeah, it was. What am I gonna say next? Yeah, it was fun. The funny thing is, like, immediately um after the event, and after the championship ended, well, I didn't play Minesweeper immediately after the championship ended, but when I went back to Minesweeper and I was doing custom and expert, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hated it was jarring to have to deal with guessing again, and I got some bad luck and made some big mistakes too. But but it was jarring to have to deal with guessing again, going back to doing daily quests. But yeah, this was really good. I would of course I would love to have a hard one. I'd love to have a hard no guessing championship, and I'd love to have these sorts of leaderboards just on the site, um, just the all-time leaderboards, just to see who the top players are, how hard, how far they've gone, if anyone's hit 1,000 hard or evil yet, because I don't know if they have. And I want to hit those marks, especially 1,000 hard. I'm really going for. So yeah, this is not the best structured video, a bit repetitive, but I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna go back to doing daily quests, and then when those daily quests are up, doing hard and a little medium too, because I'd kind of like to do 1,000 medium. I haven't gotten that yet, but yeah. So that's it. That's how it went. It went very well.